I was sleeping with her without a condom, as stupid as I could be. So she hit me with the bazooka. She goes, I'm pregnant. Woo! Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, man, welcome back to another video. And today, I got a story time for y'all, man. She said, I got her pregnant. Get your popcorn ready, guys. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn right by your side. Let's jump right into it, guys. I want to tell you guys a story about a time where a girl said, I got her pregnant, right? This is a horror story that I don't think I ever shared in detail with you guys. And I want to tell you guys exactly what happened and what I learned from this and why this was my true red pill moment. So this was when I was in college. I remember in college, guys, I was struggling with girls, right? I was an athlete, I was running track, but I was still struggling. I was not getting the girls I wanted. And I remember, I remember specifically, I was like praying to get a girlfriend. I was so beta. I was so beta, guys. I was like, I used to pray, God, please help me get a girlfriend. Please help me get a girlfriend. Instead of me, going out there, putting myself out there, putting myself in the best light and attracting women, I was praying and hoping that, the angels bless me with a girl. And I got my wish. But the wish I got, you know how the saying goes, guys? Be careful what you wish for. This is exactly what I got. So, just so happened, I started talking to two girls at one time. I was texting both of them on Instagram and they both were interested in me. So, out of nowhere, I went from no girls to talking to two girls at the same time. I'm like, okay, the angels are listening to my prayers. I'm the man. I'm the boy. Look at me. Look at me. I got two girls. I go from 0 to 2. I was like, okay, I'm doing my thing. I go start talking to these two girls and everything is going smooth. Everything is going well. I'm sleeping with both of them. Man, I thought I was the man on campus. Look at me. I got two girls. Look at me. Who y'all think y'all are? Right? I thought I was the man. I was pretending like I was only talking to one of them at a time. Right? I didn't make it clear that I was dating other girls with these girls. I was basically treating them like my girlfriends and trying to hide it from them. I remember I would see one this day and I would see one the next day and I would hurry up and clean my apartment, so they don't see no hairs. I thought I was the perfect playboy. Oh yeah, look at me. I'm getting the best of both worlds, right? Until I was dating these girls for about a few months. And it finally hit the peak, right? Guys, once you start talking to girls, eventually they're gonna start catching feelings. They're gonna start catching feelings, and one of these girls caught feelings more than the other one. One of these girls liked me a little bit more than the other one. Now, not knowing what I was dealing with, I was dealing with a borderline crazy chick. I didn't even realize it. This girl, the girl who liked me more, played everything cool. We were having fun, we were enjoying ourselves, but I didn't know she had a dark side to her that I didn't realize. So, fast forward, one day, she goes through my phone. But the girl who started liking me more, right? She goes through my phone and brings it up to me as, what is this? You're talking to other girls, blah, 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 blah. And I tried to downplay it, like, no, I'm just texting the girls. Psych. Keep in mind, I was pretending like these girls, each of them were my girlfriend. I didn't make it clear that I was seeing other girls. I was just pretending. So she was like, oh, you talking to other girls, blah, 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 blah. I was like, no. So she let it go. This girl let it go. I thought she let it go forever, but she didn't let it go forever. What she did was, in fact, she went and got the other girl's number from my phone and started chatting with the other girl. I'm like, they started chatting together and they started talking about everything I was doing with both of them. They were, fast forward a little bit, you know, when everything finally blew up in my face, they had constructed a master plan. You know what I'm saying? This was my first true red pill moment. These girls had constructed a master plan. So without telling me that she was talking to other girl, she brought it up again that, hey, are you still talking to this girl? And I was like, no, blah, 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 blah. She said, okay. Now, I was like, you know what? This girl's starting to get a little bit more dramatic. Maybe it's time for me to let her go. I was like, okay, you know, my gut was telling me the right thing. You know, maybe it's time for me to let her go. But I was being stupid and I was thinking with this head and not this head, and I kept talking to her. And what ended up happening was they planned a master plan to catch me in the act. So the girl that liked me the most, that started bringing up more drama, you know, she started bringing it up a little bit more and more often, trying to question me if I was talking to other girls. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to let go. Maybe it's time for us to be done. Because it started becoming too much. And she was not having that. She was not having you get to just walk away and blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? You know, it's too much drama. Maybe it's time for us to end things. She was like, oh, how dare you, so and so and so. So I just stopped responding. This girl takes my no response to the extreme level. She starts blowing up my phone. She starts threatening me, this and this. I was like, what in the world is going on? I just told you I didn't want to talk to you no more because you starting to get a little more dramatic. And why don't you just take that and walk away with it? No, she was not having that. No. She was like, no. You are this, you are that, you are this, you are that. So I kind of stopped talking to her. Then the other girl I was talking to, I was like, okay, hey, I'm gonna just focus on her. You know, I'm still a player. I still got this one girl I'm talking to. Not knowing they had already came together and knew each other. So the other girl acted like nothing happened, right? They were playing me. I thought I was playing them. So one day I was supposed to see the other girl who was more chill, more relaxed, but I could tell she didn't like me as much as the girl who was acting kind of psycho. So I planned to hang out with the other girl one day, and I invited her to come over. And she was like, yeah, cool, I'll be at this time, blah, blah, blah. The girl shows up. The girl that I was planning on seeing, she shows up, and I can immediately sense something was off. Her energy was off. It was like she was kind of like antsy about something, but me not knowing women back then, I didn't really know what was up. She was antsy, and I was like, okay, whatever. So she was in my bedroom, and I remember she didn't want to let me touch her or nothing. Like, you know, usually, this is a girl I'm sleeping with. She was like kind of, you know, oh, no. I was like, what's going on? So she's like, let me go to the kitchen real quick. I was like, go to the kitchen real quick? What? Not go to the bathroom real quick. Usually when a girl needs to, she was like, let me go to the kitchen real quick. She goes to the kitchen and opens my apartment door. And guess who walks in? The other girl. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So they both like, ha, we got you. We planned this all together. We knew you were talking to both of us at the same time. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And I was like, wow, man, am I that amazing that you girls are gonna go through all of this? So I thought, okay, wow, okay, you guys caught me, whatever. I was sitting on my couch. I remember this college student. They were like, oh, you this, you that. You were telling us the same things. You were messaging us the same messages, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Now, the girl who was acting a little psycho that liked me the most was the person who planned all of this. She was the one, like, remember guys, she was the one who reached out to the other girl and planned all of this. So she hit me with the bazooka. She goes, I'm pregnant. When they came in my apartment, and I was like, okay, you guys got me, okay, whatever. You know, you guys, I was not acting that bothered by it, even though I kind of was. And I was like, okay, whatever. Then she hits me with that, oh, you think you could just walk away? Well, guess what? I'm pregnant. I was like, oh my God, stop lying,
Stop
blah,
the
blah,
cap.
blah, blah, so and so and so. But my dumb self, I was sleeping with her without a condom, as stupid as I could be. but I never finished in her. She's like, I'm pregnant. I was like, no, you're not. She said, okay, literally, as both of them are in my living room, she says, I can prove it to you right now. Has a pregnancy test, goes to my bathroom. I don't hear no peeing, nothing. 3 minutes come out, here, she shows me the pregnancy test. And it says positive. Now, I'm like, I didn't hear no peeing. Did you already have that ready to go? Blah, 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 blah. You don't want to take accountability. So the other girl, the one who didn't like me as much, in the midst of all this, she's laughing at this. She thinks this is hilarious. All right, so they've caught me, and I guess the crazy girl has convinced her that I got her a baby. And I'm like, I've never finished inside of you. You're not pregnant. Plus, you just went in my bathroom and you didn't pee at all. You just came right back out. So you probably had this test. And she was like, no, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to take accountability, so and so and so. I was like, okay, I need both of y'all to leave. I'm like, what in the world is going on? What did I get myself into? Why? What? I thought I was the man. What did I get myself into? So they both leave. And the one that I had initially planned on seeing that day, the one that didn't like me as much, the one that was laughing, she kind of was like, was done with me. Like, oh, okay, I know you sleeping with another girl, blah, 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 whatever. I'm done. I'm done with you. The crazy psycho girl did not want to let this go. She was like, she kept blowing my phone up. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to have your child, blah, 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 blah. And I remember this clearly, guys. The moment she brought it up that she was pregnant, now that I'm a red pill, now that I understand female nature, this is why I always tell you guys never to tell women what you're afraid of. I remember I used to be talking to her and I would tell her how terrified I was of having a baby. How I do not want to have a kid. I'm not ready. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, have a child I can't take care of. I used to always bring that up. And as women go, she used that as a little hook on me as to keep me talking to her. She remembered that I was terrified of having a kid. That's why she brought it up. She knew that was my fear, and she knew she can use this to get what she wanted in a relationship, which was a commitment. Now that I'm red pill, I knew exactly what was going on. I know exactly what was going on, but back then I didn't really know. So she did not let it go. I'm pregnant, blah, 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 so and so and so. She started threatening, because remember guys, I was in college. I was an athlete. I'm gonna tell your coach, I'm gonna tell the whole school that this athlete got me pregnant, don't wanna take care of his kid, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna find your mom's house. I'm gonna tell your mom that her son doesn't wanna take care of his kid. Like, she was going above and beyond. I'm talking about one day, she called me like 16 times. I was like, this can't keep happening. This can't keep happening. So being the blue pill simp I was like, what do? I go to my school police force, like the school security, and I'm like, yo, this girl is going crazy. What do I do? They basically said, you gotta tell her to stop contacting you. So they kind of stepped in and was like, hey, if you're pregnant, you need to deal with this through a doctor. You don't have to basically keep blowing this dude's phone up, threatening him. So they gave me a suggestion. This is the police, department of my school, my college. It's like, if she's claiming pregnancy, they were like, have you gone with her to do a pregnancy test? Like a live pregnancy test. I was like, no. And they was like, until you do that, you need to stop talking to this girl. So I hit her up. I was like, okay, you're pregnant. I told you I'm not ready to have a kid, but I want to make sure that you have a child, like you're actually pregnant. You're screaming and yelling how you have my baby and I don't want to take care of it and how the whole world is going to flip over. Okay, let's go to a doctor and take a pregnancy test. And I was like, as a matter of fact, we both go to the same school. Let's take a pregnancy test at our school's clinic so I know it's the real deal. She goes, no, I don't want to take the test at the school clinic. I know a doctor of my own that we can go to. I was like, what? Now I was blue pill, but I wasn't stupid. I was like, what you mean? This is what the police department of my school is telling me to do. if you claim you're pregnant. Let's go to the school's clinic and take a test. Right in front of me, the doctor's gonna tell me that you're pregnant, and okay, I will take full responsibility. No, I don't wanna go to the school's clinic. I wanna do this, I wanna do this. And when I was like, you know what? You're full of crap. Why don't you wanna come to the school clinic and prove to me that you're actually pregnant? She starts crying over the phone, and so and this. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I'm like, this girl, what am I getting myself? I'm like, what did I get myself into? I thought I was a player. Like, what? This girl is literally crazy. I'm like, bro, just come and take the test with me at school. I can't believe you're doing this, trying to play the victim. I can't believe you're trying to do this to me. Blah, 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 blah. I have your child, so and so and so. Okay, come prove it to me. Does not want to come to school. I'm like, we go to the same school. Why do you want to go to a specific doctor to show me that you're pregnant when we can go to a doctor from our school that can tell me in front of my face that you have a child? She was probably trying to finesse. That's what I realized. I think either she was trying to finesse or get me set up or something. That's why she wanted me to go to a specific doctor, because she wanted me to come to a doctor way in her town, which was like an hour and a half away. I remember one of my friends was like, boy, don't you do that. Don't you dare go over there. You don't know what this girl got planned to do to you. Right? I was like, hey, we both go to the same college. We both go to classes here. Let's take the test here. If you're not okay with that, until you want to do that, I don't want nothing to talk about. Kept blowing my phone up. And the police department at my school just was like, hey, block her. They actually sent her like a order, like, stop messaging this dude. Stop calling this dude. If you don't want to do a pregnancy test, stop calling him. This is what the police department told her. They got on the phone with this girl, and she started using like her sister's number to call me. And I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, what did I get myself into? This girl is gonna drive me. I ain't gonna lie, guys, I was literally scared. I was like, what in the world? What did I get myself into with this kind of girl that's willing to go this far and for a girl I was just talking to for a few months? I'm like, you willing to do all of this just to get a commitment? Fast forward, she hits me up like a few months later. It's like, blah, 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 blah. I got rid of the baby since you didn't want it. I'm like, what? Just out of nowhere. I got rid of the baby since you didn't want it. I was like, I didn't even respond to her. I'm like, you got rid of a baby, but you didn't want to prove to me that you had a baby. You couldn't literally, I didn't tell you this. The police department at our school said, go do a test at the school clinic to show that you're pregnant. You didn't never want to do this, but you got rid of the baby. This girl was probably never pregnant, and she was willing to go above and beyond to prove a point that if she feels finessed, she will try to get the power back. Now, that's over, all right? I never heard from her. After me not responding to her telling me she got rid of the baby, we never talked again. And I would see her at school, I would just go past her. But guys, I made several horrible mistakes. Being a liar. That's why I tell you guys, do not try to lie to women and tell them that they're the only girl you're seeing. Because I had to learn the hard way. I was literally stressing. I was like, bro, that was my first true red pill moment. I'm like, I'm over here praying for a girlfriend, and I get this thinking I'm a player, and it just blows up in my face. So from then moving forward, I decided myself, I would never lie. I would tell girls and make it very, very clear that I am dating other women from the jump. Because the drama and stress that can come from a vindictive girl is not worth it at all. And I stopped smashing girls raw. I said, no. That experience with me, because that went on for a few months. She didn't stop. You know, you think it's a week, a few days. No. This girl did not stop I was like, what in the world is going on? She did not stop for months. That put a real stain, a real lasting impression on me that I said, you know what, from then moving forward, I am not sleeping with no girl unprotected unless I've been dating you for at least 7 to 8 months, all right? And I know you're not sleeping with other dudes. I'm very, very strict about that. I'm not sleeping with you unprotected. I'm definitely not gonna finish in you. And no way in the world, all right? I'm not gonna lie about you're my girlfriend. I would never do that. And this is my lesson to you guys. Guys, listen up. If you're a guy, you think you're a player. You are not a true player, in my opinion, unless you can be honest with women and tell them, hey, I'm dating, I'm seeing other people. That stress that you can get from that is not worth it. Imagine it, just imagine how stressful that can be when you're in school, when you're trying to play sports, and this girl is just going above and beyond because she felt played that I was talking to another girl while sleeping with her. She decided to get every ounce of energy she can out of me, right? It's not worth it. So tell women that you're seeing other women. Let them know very clearly. Do not sleep with these girls without a condom. No apps. You want to stay away from diseases, first of all, but you don't want to put yourself in jeopardy of having a kid that you're not ready for. I know they say it feels good, it feels great, it even feels great for you. But man, think about your future, bro. You're a high value guy. You can't take stupid risks. I was taking stupid risks thinking I was the man, and it was not worth it. And I'm glad I learned my lesson earlier than later. I'm glad. A lot of you guys haven't learned that lesson. A lot of you guys haven't learned that lesson, or you learned it too late. I don't want you guys to make that same mistake. You're gonna meet a girl that if you don't tell them the truth, is going to feel played and will literally do everything she can to make sure she takes every ounce of energy you have. Now, if this girl would have came with me and took the test and I was going to have a child, I had no choice but to take responsibility for it. That was my responsibility. But she never did it, even though the cops told her to. She decided to just avoid that, and then out of nowhere told me she got rid of the baby. The plan was to get me to give her a commitment, which I was never gonna do after I saw how crazy she was. That's my lesson, man. That's my story time. I will never forget that story. I will never forget what happened. I will never forget that girl or those two girls, because they taught me red pill very, very early, all right? And that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Love you, boys.